Today we're talking about metformin, a medication millions of people take every day, often for years, but not always fully understood in terms of how it works and what is important to watch for. This video uses only verifiable information from official instructions, without complicated wording, with clear explanations of effects and warning signs worth paying attention to. We'll look at how metformin is used in this country, which side effects are most common, and which warning signs should not be ignored. If this format helps you understand medicines faster, your reaction under the video helps make these explanations even more precise. The goal is simple: to help you better understand the official instructions, so conversations with your doctor or pharmacist feel simpler and clearer. This is educational information based on official labeling standards, not medical advice. Let's begin. First block. Overview of metformin in New Zealand. This video is prepared for New Zealand, where metformin is a foundational treatment for managing blood glucose levels. It belongs to a class of medicines known as biguanides and is often the first-line therapy prescribed after a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes. While many people recognize it by its generic name, it is also available under various brand names in local pharmacies. The primary goal of this medication is to help the body respond better to the insulin it produces naturally. In plain terms, it acts as a tool to keep your blood sugar within a healthy range, reducing the long-term risks associated with high glucose levels. MedSafe monitors the safety and efficacy of all metformin products distributed across the country to ensure they meet strict quality standards. Understanding this medication is the first step in managing your metabolic health effectively alongside diet and exercise. Second block. Mechanism of action and glucose control. Metformin works through three distinct pathways to lower the amount of sugar in your blood without increasing insulin secretion. First, it reduces the amount of glucose that your liver produces and releases into your bloodstream. Second, it increases the sensitivity of your muscle cells to insulin, allowing them to use glucose more efficiently for energy. Third, it delays the absorption of glucose from the intestines after you eat a meal. Unlike some other diabetes medications, it does not typically cause the body to produce more insulin, which means it has a lower risk of causing hypoglycemia, or dangerously low blood sugar. For the average person, this means the medication is working behind the scenes to prevent sugar spikes rather than forcing a rapid drop. It helps your body make the most of its own natural resources to maintain a steady internal environment. Third block. Who uses metformin and clinical indications? In New Zealand, metformin is primarily indicated for the treatment of type 2 diabetes mellitus in adults and children over 10 years of age. It is particularly useful for patients who are overweight, as it does not cause the weight gain often associated with other glucose-lowering therapies. Doctors may prescribe it as a monotherapy or in combination with other oral anti-diabetic agents or insulin. Beyond diabetes, it is sometimes used, off-label, for conditions like Polycystic Ovary Syndrome, PCOS, to help manage insulin resistance. This means that while the official MedSafe registration focuses on diabetes, your doctor might use it to treat other metabolic imbalances based on clinical evidence. It is important to remember that metformin is intended to supplement, not replace, a healthy lifestyle involving regular physical activity and a balanced diet. Fourth block. Dosing logic and gradual titration. The dosage of metformin is highly individualized and usually starts at a low level to allow your body to adjust. A common starting point might be 500 mg or 850 mg taken once or twice daily. Over several weeks, your doctor may slowly increase the dose based on your blood glucose measurements and HbA1c results. This gradual increase, known as titration, is a deliberate strategy to minimize the risk of stomach-related side effects. The maximum recommended dose is typically 3,000 mg per day, divided into 3 separate doses. If you are using the extended-release version, the dosing schedule might differ, often requiring only a single daily dose. Following the specific instructions on your pharmacy label is crucial for achieving the best results while keeping side effects manageable. Fifth block. Timing with meals and administration. Taking metformin correctly is just as important as the dose itself to ensure it works effectively. It is standard practice to take your tablets during or immediately after a meal. This timing is specifically designed to reduce the likelihood of gastrointestinal upset, such as nausea or stomach cramps. You should swallow the tablets whole with a glass of water and avoid crushing or chewing them, especially if they are the extended-release variety. If you miss a dose, take it as soon as you remember with food, unless it is almost time for your next scheduled dose. Do not double the dose to make up for a missed one, as this can increase the risk of side effects. Consistent timing helps maintain a stable level of the medication in your system throughout the day and night. Sixth block. Common side effects and management. The most frequent side effects associated with metformin involve the digestive system and usually appear at the start of treatment. These can include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and a loss of appetite. Many patients also report a metallic taste in their mouth during the first few weeks. In most cases, these symptoms are temporary and will resolve as your body becomes accustomed to the medicine. If the symptoms are persistent or bothersome, your doctor might suggest a slower dose increase or a switch to a different formulation. Taking the medication with food is the most effective way to manage these common issues. While uncomfortable, these early side effects are generally not a sign that the medication is harmful, but rather a sign that your system is adjusting to the new metabolic changes. Seventh block. Serious warning signs and lactic acidosis. Although rare, a serious condition called lactic acidosis is a potential risk for those taking metformin. Lactic acidosis is a medical emergency caused by a buildup of lactic acid in the blood, which requires immediate hospital treatment. Symptoms can be subtle at first and include feeling very weak or tired, unusual muscle pain, trouble breathing, or feeling cold. You might also experience sudden stomach discomfort, nausea, or a slow or irregular heartbeat. This risk is higher in people with significant kidney or liver problems, or those who consume excessive amounts of alcohol. If you experience these symptoms, you must stop taking the medication and seek urgent medical attention. MedSafe requires these warnings to be clearly communicated so patients can recognize the signs of this very rare but severe complication early. Eighth block. Interactions and contraindications. Metformin can interact with other substances, which may affect how well it works or increase the risk of side effects. It is vital to inform your doctor about all other medicines you are taking, including over-the-counter supplements and herbal remedies. Specific caution is needed with medications that affect kidney function, such as certain blood pressure medicines or anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen. Alcohol should be consumed in moderation, as excessive intake increases the risk of lactic acidosis and can interfere with blood sugar control. If you need to have an X-ray or scan involving the injection of iodinated contrast media, you must temporarily stop taking metformin. This is because the contrast dye can affect your kidneys, potentially leading to a buildup of the medication in your body. Always discuss any upcoming surgical procedures or imaging tests with your healthcare team in advance. Ninth block. Monitoring and laboratory tests. Regular monitoring is a standard part of life for anyone taking metformin to ensure the treatment remains safe and effective. Your doctor will frequently request blood tests to check your HbA1c, which provides an average of your blood sugar levels over the past 3 months. Additionally, kidney function tests, such as measuring your eGFR, are essential because metformin is cleared from the body by the kidneys. If your kidney function declines, your dose may need to be adjusted or the medication stopped entirely. Long-term use of metformin can also lead to a decrease in vitamin B12 levels in some patients. Your doctor may monitor your vitamin B12 levels periodically and might recommend a supplement if they become too low. These routine checks are a proactive way to manage your health and catch any potential issues before they become serious. 10th block. Practical safe use recap. To get the most benefit from metformin, consistency and communication with your healthcare team are key. Always take the medication exactly as prescribed and try not to skip doses, as this helps maintain steady glucose control. Remember that lifestyle factors, such as a healthy diet and regular exercise, work in tandem with the medication to manage your condition. Be aware of the common digestive side effects at the start, but also stay vigilant for the more serious warning signs like extreme fatigue or breathing difficulties. Keep a record of your blood sugar readings and any symptoms you experience to share during your checkups. If you have questions about your treatment, your pharmacist or doctor is the best resource for personalized advice. By staying informed and following the guidance provided by MedSafe and your clinicians, you can safely manage your health with metformin.